Practice times 6. What? Take this, JIREN!
There are 3 key traits that every good fighter should have to call on. Strength, to be able to give and take hits. Speed, to make sure they can actually land the hits. But maybe the most unsung of all of these is intelligence. When do you throw the punch? When is it better to retreat or come back with a crazy new strategy? While Dragon Ball's very own Goku has speed and power in spades, he's definitely had to make his own smart plays while his time as a martial artist, given the sheer scope of the fighters he's gone up against. So here's 5 of his most intelligent moments in battles. Number 5. Deflecting the solar flare. Early on in Goku's journey, way back during Dragon Ball Classic, there weren't any multiversal threats for the people of Earth to worry about, but that didn't stop Goku from impressing on the battlefield. While this first act of intelligence isn't as cosmically impressive as the other picks, it certainly is flashy. During his battle against Tien Shenhan in the 22nd Martial Arts Tournament, the entire arena was subjected to blindly blight Solar Flare, a move that all but stuns its targets completely. It would have put Goku in daze too if he hadn't used Master Roshi's sunglasses to shield himself just in time. Even though he ultimately lost the fight, the Gambler prolonged the fight long enough to give Goku a tangible chance of winning. Even Tien himself acknowledged that Goku would have won if it weren't some bad luck. It's a simple technique, but it's very easily demonstrated that Goku's resourcefulness and adaptability at an early age of youth of stronger moves he learned when he reached his full power. Not to mention how quickly he manages to outspeed light itself. It also shows his ability to elevate and prepare against fighters as a spectator, given how Tien used the same move against Master Roshi earlier in the tournament. Number 4. Mastery of Super Saiyan. Goku's rigorous training during the Cell Saga helped prove that bigger is not always better. During his time spent with Gohan in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, he began to dabble in the power of the Ascended and Ultra forms of Super Saiyan, which both came with their own fierce increase in muscle mass. Goku soon deduced that this appearance was a curse in disguise. The huge muscular evolution increased raw strength by a ridiculous amount, at the cost of the fighter's own speed and stamina. It was this unfair trade-off that cost Trunks a critical battle against Cell himself. With this realization, Goku instead decided to work on their own fundamentals, understanding it would be better to stay mobile and have no blind spots during attacks than run the risk of losing it all after missing a punch. Like Trunks found out the hard way. It was from this training that the two Saiyans managed to come out of the Hyperbolic Time Chamber with the ability to stay in Super Saiyan 1 indefinitely. With this decision climaxing in Cell's defeat at Gohan's hands, highlighting Goku's ability as a teacher. There's a specific Bruce Lee quote that comes to mind with this spot of training. Don't fear the man who knows 1,000 techniques, but fear the man that has practiced one technique 1,000 times. Like what they always say, practice makes better. Number 3. Versus Hit. Universe 7 clash with Universe 6 brought a whole new stew of opponents for Goku and company to fight against, all with their own quirks and fighting styles. Among the most notable of these Universe 6ers is Hit, the time-skipping assassin who proved the differences between Goku and Vegeta and how they react to stressful situations in the nick of time. With this, Vegeta decided to charge into this fight against Hit with raw power on his side, eventually leading to his defeat. Goku took his time to stay cool and collected, working out the rhythm of which Hit executed his time skips and went for his surprise attacks. This further shows how much Goku's evaluated skills have evolved since classic Dragon Ball, as he can analyze the attack patterns of a fighter infinitely leagues above from those from way back then. On top of it all, even when Hit had Goku completely frozen in the climax of the fight, Goku was able to push it through with the enormous combination of Super Saiyan Blue and Kaioken, further teaching us a lesson. Sometimes it's not a question of how strong your attacks are, but rather how you use them. Number 2. Sparing Vegeta. From knowing when to strike to knowing when not to, mercy and pure heartedness have been a trait associated with Goku from the beginning. But along with some people might see this making as Goku quite naive, his judgment regarding to keep around has been stellar. Not just Vegeta, but also the likes of Piccolo and Oob. What makes him a strong fighter is the level of dignity he has towards his opponents and directly steering them back onto the right path and making them a keen allies of Goku and friends. His sparing of Vegeta is crucial for the world of Dragon Ball, as well as his own Saiyan status, since the Nemesis turned rivals will go on to fend off huge threats together and unlock secrets of the power of Super Saiyan that their race couldn't even have begun to fathom. Goku can't do what he's done all on his own. After all, he needs his friends and rivals to push him forward, and Vegeta is completely emblematic of his needs. Number 1. Versus Jiren in the Tournament of Power. Undoubtedly, one of Goku's most important confrontations in Dragon Ball history, if not his definitive fight. The battle against Universe 11's best with the help of Android 17 and Frieza put everything Goku that had ever learned to the test. Pure martial arts knowledge during his struggles in base form, to trusting in the universe with the power of perfect Ultra Instinct, to coming up with a master plan with his teammates against a fighter that pretty much seems like an immutable wall. Even though he was not the ultimate victor in the tournament due to his sacrificial gambit, it was his resolve and willingness to work with and trust Frieza, one of his historically most bitter foes, that managed to win the day for the Universe 7. With his entire existence at stake, what made Goku smart was understanding the risk of what trusting Frieza to lend him power would do, because it's a trait that has been of his central to his character since day one. The smartest thing about him is understanding of the power of teamwork and friendship, something Jiren absolutely abhorred until the very end. And that's all for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like and let us know in the comments below. We love to make more videos like these. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm your host, Bro. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, peace.